Good morning. Israel summoned the Spanish ambassador for a reprimand and recalled its own envoy from Madrid for consultations yesterday after Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said he doubted Israel was respecting humanitarian law in the Gaza Strip. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he instructed his Foreign Minister Eli Cohen to call in Spain's ambassador after the shameful statement by the Spanish Prime Minister on the same day that Hamas terrorists are murdering Israelis in our own capital, Jerusalem. 2 Hamas gunmen killed 3 civilians at a Jerusalem bus stop during the morning rush hour yesterday. The Palestinian Hamas group is based in the Gaza Strip, from which it launched an October 7th killing spree in Israel, triggering the war. In a social media post, Cohen said the Israeli ambassador to Spain was being recalled for consultations. Israel conducts itself and will continue to conduct itself in accordance with the international law, Cohen said. The attempted assassination of the conservative Vox Party founder Alejandro Vidal Quadras was planned some 3 months in advance, according to police. Testimonies from detained suspects have led police to conclude the attack on the former MEP was planned in the months before September. Investigation leaks confirm 78-year-old Vidal Quadras, the former leader of the centre-right PP in Catalonia, had been followed in the weeks before the murder attempt on November 9th. The police also identified the alleged shooter as Merez Ayari, a 37-year-old French national of Tunisian origin. According to the ongoing investigation, Ayari fled from Spain to Portugal with the help of an unidentified woman. Police have not ruled out that it could also have been coordinated by an external third party. Ayari's whereabouts are still unknown. Riot police yesterday evicted a group of squatters from 2 buildings in Barcelona that have been occupied for several years following a court order in a case that has triggered significant attention. In the raid that started before dawn, police officers approached the adjacent buildings walking inside a metal cage to protect themselves from rocks, smoke guns and fire flares thrown by the squatters. Officers cut the gates to eventually enter the buildings and remove its occupants, including one person who was hanging on a cord along the facade of one of the buildings. 7 people were arrested. The building's occupation was put in the spotlight by conservative and far-right parties to question the city's safety in the run-up to local elections earlier this year. And the government has announced that certain groups will have access to free public transport throughout the country next year. Starting on January the 1st, public transport costs will see a significant change. In a landmark announcement, Pedro Sanchez declared that certain groups of citizens will enjoy completely free travel on trains, buses and subways. He specified that this initiative will extend beyond major urban areas and encompass the whole country. It makes a substantial shift in public transport policy, aiming to make travel more accessible for specific segments of the population. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.